Jillian,
Hi.
what's happening?
Oh, lots of stuff. How are you?
Probably about like you, trying to figure it all out.
Trying. Yeah, there's so much. There's so much to read and learn right now. Yeah.
Well, it's good to talk to you again. I think it's been a little bit since we've talked. I was listening to your new song. Obviously, I'm in the fan club. I think I was one of the first members of the Jillian Jaqueline fan club.
You really were. Thank you for that.
Yeah, and so just kind of wanted to get on, talk about this song for a little bit, catch up with you. And I think it's interesting when someone puts out a song and then the times kind of build itself around the song, right? Does that make sense?
Very much. Yeah. I feel that way about this song for sure. We wrote it like at the beginning of May, and we were writing it in response to COVID-19 and the pandemic and how, 3 months in, we were starting to feel like just the uncertainty was kind of growing and everyone was just feeling like, how do we go forward and what is life going to look like? And then, of course, this past week, all of this happened with George Floyd, and I had put the song out on Friday. And as the song kind of came out in the world, this all started kind of happening. And, yeah, I feel like it's one of those instances where the song and the message of the song is going to kind of take on a bigger life. And I think when we wrote it, we had this hope that it would feel like a very timeless, lasting message, wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you're going through. And, when we get down to the bottom of all of this division that we feel, the truth is that most people, when you talk to them, they just want to, be kind and love their neighbor and find unity whatever way that they can. So I really do hope that that's what this song's message is and what people hear when they listen to it.
I'm going to play a little bit of it right now. Here is Wait for the Light by Jillian Jaqueline. Let's all sit in peace for a second and hear the song. Here we go.
Get through a long night. If you feel lost on your own street, come and find me and we can wait for the light. Life is but a blink, a million stories unfolding.
Hey, tell me about when you guys hopped into the room to write this song. Like, you guys, it's you, your brother, and you, Topher, and your husband, who's Topher's brother. It's a whole thing. Yeah.
You know about it. So Topher's my producer, and I am married to his brother. So we're all kind of working together on my record right now, and we just decided to, because my record kind of got put on hold with the pandemic stuff, we thought, well, why don't we just try to write something new and see what comes out. And we sat around their grandmother's piano in my living room, and we just tried to be as simple and basic as we possibly could about what is true about humanity. What is really there when you take the politics and the issues and everything away? Like, what is it that makes us special and unique? And I think it's our resiliency. Like, despite all odds, I feel like humans always find a way to rise up again and to find the good, even when there's like overwhelming amounts of bad. So that was my hope with this song, and I think waiting for the light right now for me just means that we don't have answers. We don't know how to fix things quickly overnight. As we know with everything that's going on right now, it takes time to make real change and to change people's hearts and minds. And so, it's not always about just flipping a switch and things getting better. Sometimes you just have to know that you have to wait with people through the darkness and be there for them and remind them that it's going to get better even when you don't know how or when. So that was my hope with the lyrics of the song.
So you're not planning to put this on the upcoming album, is that right?
I'm not planning to put it on the upcoming album. I kind of just wanted it to be a standalone song. I think that it'll just kind of be its own thing.
If someone said, hey, 15 seconds, tell me what this song means to you right now with everything happening, what would you say?
I would say there is so much beauty even when there is so much pain. And I think it's our jobs as humans to continue to look in each other's eyes and find the good and find the innocence and find the peace.
What I'm going to use that for is for the radio show because I'm going to play this on the air tomorrow. And,
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I've also added it to the count. Hey, Mike, didn't we put her as the feature artist? Does she know this yet?
She doesn't know it.
Oh, she doesn't know it? So we did the national countdown. You're going to be the Spotlight Artist of the Week. We've also, I programmed the women's show. You're going to be in that show, and then we're going to play this on the radio show tomorrow.
Are you serious?
Well, that's not a joke. What kind of terrible joke would that be? That would be the worst joke if I was like, just kidding.
Just kidding.
Of course I'm serious. You know,
Wow.
I am your biggest fan, and I love what you stand for as a person. Not even just in this situation. Obviously in this situation, but I think I sent you a grill for your wedding. That's how important your message is to me.
Oh, it's a really nice grill, too.
Yeah.
Wow, the best grill ever.
I got online and picked it out myself. But that's my point. Is like I really appreciate you as an artist, and aside from you as a person.
Thank you so much. Honestly, it means so much. I'm gonna cry. Thank you.
Let me ask you, because you've been married for a year now, since we brought up the wedding. You just celebrated your anniversary in April. How's that year of matrimony been?
It's been a great first year. As you know, there's been a lot of crazy stuff happening. So I think we both have a really great sense of humor that this is quite possibly the hardest first year of marriage that ever existed. Living through a pandemic was interesting. But, I wouldn't want to be doing this with anyone else. He's my guitar player on the road. So we make a lot of music at home in the studio, and it's kind of been our way of getting through all this. So so far for year one, marriage is good. We'll see. We'll see how year two goes. I'm hoping it gets a little bit easier in the world in general.
Were you guys living together before you got married?
Yes.
Okay, here's my question. I'm living with my girlfriend now. Hit me with some advice, because I'd never lived with a girlfriend before.
Okay.
So go ahead and lay me out a few tips.
Well, I usually, I would just say, learn when to leave the house. Learn when that person just needs some space, and learn when you need some space. I'm sure you guys are still in that honeymoon phase where you just literally want to be together 24/7. So much fun. But I will say that is one thing in the first year of marriage. We love hanging out together, but we've been together a lot. And so I've gotten used to kind of just knowing, okay, I think now is my time to run to the grocery store, or just give this person 15 or 20 minutes of just alone time. So that is my number one tip right now.
Did you think I was going to be judgmental of you when I asked that question? Because you answered with a yes, a yes?
That was for all of those parents that just, want their kids to wait. I was just letting you guys know, yes, we did move in together. But actually, I feel it's really important. I think that knowing those weird little quirks about somebody, if they leave the cap off of the toothpaste when they brush their teeth, and if it's going to drive you crazy, stuff like that, I think is important to learn before you get married, which I'm sure you guys are learning about each other right now.
Well, we learned a lot about each other because we were quarantined, kind of accidentally. She came with a small suitcase, and she was going to be here for a week, and then that turned into 3 months, and I'm so grateful that it did. But you learn a lot about someone whenever you're together and can't leave the house. We didn't leave the house.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So that was not planned, but luckily you're incredibly compatible, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm very grateful that we were stuck together. Obviously, I'm not grateful for Corona, but I'm very grateful for when that happened, that some wonderful things happened in my life because of it.
Oh, my God. That's beautiful. I think it was meant to be. I think God had a plan.
I'll take it. I will. I'll take it. Hey, let me ask you this. Do you still plan post-Corona to go to thrift stores?
100%. Yes. I plan to go everywhere after Corona.
But I wonder, because thrift stores have been touched so much, it's got people germs all over everything. Will that affect your thrift store shopping at all?
Never. No. I love used clothes too much. I love things that have a story to tell, so I will definitely be going back to thrift stores.
I saw you and Michelle Branch follow each other on Instagram. Do you know her?
I love Michelle Branch. I'm a huge fan. We did a festival in South Dakota together a few years ago, and we got to hang out. And now we're mostly just social media friends, but I hope at some point I can see her in person again. Yes, she's awesome.
Yeah, she lives in town.
She does, yeah.
What a collab that would be. Because I love Michelle Branch too. What a collab. Maybe I should get on that. If
What
I
a
started.
collab. I love that you're putting that out into the universe.
Yeah.
I hope she hears this.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I have a little bit of pressure. I have a big voice. I'll just throw it out there. But I would love that. Okay, listen, you're here with us now. You can follow Jillian at Jillian Jaqueline on Instagram. She has this new song, Wait for the Light, which is fantastic. Just telling the story about it. It's not going to be on the new record, which I actually think is better because that means the new record will have more songs on it of new stuff.
More songs, yes.
What's the deal with the record? When's it coming out now?
Well, we're trying to figure that out. Plans got rearranged when the pandemic happened, but most of the record is pretty much done, and so I think I'm just going to try to play it by ear in this new climate and see what we can do, because I really do want to just start releasing music, and I'm so excited for people to hear these songs. There's a lot of love on these songs because I wrote many of them about my husband, so yeah, I'm excited.
Do you feel weird to play songs you wrote about him to him the first time?
No, I'm a Pisces. I'm just a very emotional, like heart on my sleeve kind of person. So that's my favorite thing. I'm like, hey, I wrote a song about you today. Do you want to hear it? And then I like cry as we're listening to it because I'm just that person.
And how does he react?
He loves it. I mean, it's very flattering, I think. So like, I always say he's like my muse because I feel like I just am always inspired to write songs about what it feels like when you find the one.
Interesting. You know what I like about your husband? My favorite thing about you, because we spent a little time together out on the road. We toured together for a while. My favorite thing about him is that he plays a guitar left-handed, just like me.
That's right. You guys are lefties.
Because
it's hard for you guys.
Yeah, and I like him a lot. I like Brian a lot. But I nowhere I go do they have a left-handed guitar ever in my life. If I go to a place and everybody's passing around a guitar, playing fun songs, I just have to sit there. But with Brian around, I could always just be, hey man, let me see that, man.
That's very true. You guys have to hang and play some left-handed guitars together sometime.
That's why we get together. Hey, man, it's me and Bobby. You want to play some lefty sometime? Want to hit it? Hey, listen, Jillian, I love everything about you. I love your music, you as a person. I'm just the biggest fan separately of both of them. I'm very thankful that you exist and you do wear your heart on your sleeve and in your voice and in your music. So I'll encourage people to stream Wait for the Light. If you still download songs, download it. She is just a good old pure soul. Anything else you'd like to say, Jillian?
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you so much. This means a lot. It was so good to talk to you again. And I just really appreciate you wanting people to hear this message of the song. So thank you.
All right, there she is, Jillian Jaqueline. Bye, Jillian. Talk to you soon.
Bye. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Hey guys, it's Bobby Bones. Welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and then go check it out. A lot of artists, a lot of songwriters, a lot of music. Welcome to the Bobby Cash channel.